Session 20. Origins and related words 1. Equality. If you play golf, you know that each course or hole has a certain par, the number of strokes allowed according to the results achieved by expert players. Your own accomplishment on the course will be at par, above par, or below par. Similarly, some days you may feel up to par, other days below par. Par is from a Latin word meaning equal. You may try, when you play golf, to equal the expert score, and some days you may, or may not, feel equal to your usual self. When we speak of parity payments to farmers, we refer to payments that show an equality to earnings for some agreed upon year. So when you disparage, you lower someone's par, or feeling of equality. Dis, as you know, may be a negative prefix. The noun is disparagement, the adjective disparaging, as in why do you always make disparaging remarks about me? Parity as a noun means equality, disparity means a lack of equality, or a difference. We may speak, for example, of the disparity between someone's promise and performance, or of the disparity between the rate of vocabulary growth of a child and of an adult. The adjective disparate indicates essential or complete difference or inequality, as in our philosophies are so disparate that we can never come to any agreement on action. The word compare and all its forms, comparable, comparative, etc., derive from par, equal. Two things are compared when they have certain equal or similar qualities, com, together, with. Pair and peer are also from par. Things, shoes, socks, gloves, etc., in pairs are equal or similar. Your peers are those equal to you, as in age, position, rank, or ability. Hence the expression, to be judged by a jury of one's peers. British peers, however, such is the contradiction of language, were nobles. 2. How to say yes and no equivocate is built on another Latin word meaning equal, equus. The spelling in English is always eq, plus vox, voces, voice. When you equivocate, you seem to be saying both yes and no with equal voice. An equivocal answer, therefore, is by design vague, indefinite, and susceptible of contradictory interpretations, quite the opposite of an unequivocal response, which says yes or no, and no kidding. Professional politicians are masters of equivocation. They are, on most vital issues, mugwumps. They sit on a fence with their mugs on one side and their wumps on the other. You will often hear candidates for office say, publicly, that they unequivocally promise, if elected, to, and then they start equivocating for all they are worth, like people who say, let me be perfectly frank with you, and then promptly and glibly lie through their teeth. 3. Statements of various kinds. Do not confuse equivocal with ambiguous. An equivocal statement is purposely, deliberately, and with malice aforethought, couched in language that will be deceptive. An ambiguous statement is accidentally couched in such language. Equivocal is, in short, purposely ambiguous. You will recall that ambi- which we last met in ambivert and ambidextrous, is a root meaning both, anything. Ambiguous may have both one meaning and another meaning. If you say, that sentence is the height of ambiguity, you mean that you find it vague because it admits of both affirmative and negative interpretations, or because it may mean two different things. Another type of statement or word contains the possibility of two interpretations, one of them suggestive, risque, or sexy. Such a statement or word is a double entendre. This is from the French and translates literally as double meaning. Give the word as close a French pronunciation as you can. The ends are nasalized, they are somewhat throaty, and the final syllable is barely audible. Review of etymology. Prefix, root, suffix meaning one. Par equal to. Meant noun suffix attached to verbs 3. Ity noun suffix attached to adjectives 4. Dis, negative prefix 5. Con, com with, together 6. Equus, equal 7, vox, voces voice 8. 8 verb suffix 9. Ion noun suffix attached to verbs ending in 8-10. Us adjective suffix 11, ambi both.